Might see a small lag here for a second, but it should be back up in just a second, chat, alright? Alright, we are back. Eder gets basic. I think it's a Badoo. Alright, we have liftoff. Top 8. And immediately Chansey is getting red. Alright, perfect. Triple Dark, Monkey Dory, Ultra Ball, Boss in hand. Vessel, Psychic, Night Stretcher. A bit of a scuffed hand here, but depending on how far we can get off of an Ultra Ball, this might be okay. There's going to be a Blissey EX though. Seems fine. We should be able to just slowly power up our Blissey here, which I think is okay. We have the energies. We're probably not in a hurry against Dragapult. We have a Monkey Dory. So next turn we can go attach Dark to Monkey Dory to heal the Badoo damage. And then turn after that we can go attach the Blissey ability from Monkey Dory to Blissey to then get the energy to attack with the Blissey, which the Blissey's attack, if you don't know, does, I believe, 180 damage, and then lets you draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. So that's going to be how we kind of play around this Badoo range here. Should be fine. I'm going to quickly confirm something while I hold this in place, hopefully. Is chat moving? Alright. I can't see that on my end, for some reason. Okay. Nest Ball to start here for Eder. Probably going to be a Badoo angle. I think of the Monkey Dory, seems pretty good as well. Alright, so Nest Ball for Monkey. We have Ultra Ball, we have... We see an Iono, another Ultra Ball, a Luminous, or Luminous, or however you want to pronounce that. Here in a bit, I'm going to put someone on to kind of take over for a second while I go pick up my prize packs for the weekend. I got a top 256. That's not what the stream is about, but that is why I will be gone for like 5 minutes or something. I'll make sure someone's still like holding up the phone so we got the broadcast, so don't worry about that. But Eder's got a Badoo now. Got a Luminous Energy. Oh, we got the Rescue Board and the Iono. Okay. So yeah, we're definitely playing some Pokemon here. There's a bunch of energy going to the bottom of the deck for Cifuentes, I guess is how you pronounce his last name. I cannot pronounce that name to save my life. I do apologize for that. Chat is moving? Okay, I can't see it on my phone. It's fine, I'll just ignore chat. Yeah, Igipollen, and then immediately get Blissey EX plus the TM Energize here, and the Town Store for Cifuentes. Okay. Eder's gonna have to read Town Store, apparently. That is a Town Store, right? Yeah, it is a Town Store. And we got a follow-up Iono. Alright, perfect. So interesting that we didn't see the Town Store being used to shuffle the deck, but I guess we actively want to have energies in the bottom of our deck so that we guarantee we have cards for TM Energize. I think I probably would have shuffled it regardless, but yeah, there's some interesting stuff to think about there. Then a Rigid Band here. Just gonna make this Blissey even more tanky. Yeah, that's gonna go straight onto the Chansey. EXP share to the Monkey Dory does make a lot of sense on a deck like this. We got an energy attachment. Directly to the Blissey is interesting though. Instead of just putting it on the Dory, I guess we don't really care about healing this 10, or I guess to rephrase that, we actively don't want to heal the 10 because Eder does have the Monkey Dory in play. So if we put the 10 now, then Eder can put that 10 damage with Monkey Dory on anything he wants. So it makes sense to not want to use the Monkey Dory proc this turn. We're going to see the Luminous here onto the Dreepy. And what now? Got an Arven. Okay. I believe this Arven is the only out to Dracloak in Eder's hand. Which, if this is the case, it might be pretty scuffed, because this is our third Ultra Ball down already. Gonna be losing an Iono and an Arven. That's gonna be the Dracloak, and we are gonna be using that Town Store. Probably grabbing something random. Yep, gonna be the EXP share. Definitely not something we need right now, especially considering there's no basic energy in play, but hey, thinning is winning, right? Gonna hold on to the EXP share. Gonna use the Dracloak. We can't really see what those two cards are. Alright. EXP share looking to be attached to Dreepy, followed by Charmed Badoo. We got double Polt in hand and Iono and another Luminous. Is it 3 Luminous in this deck for Eder? That's certainly a choice, but whatever. Third Monkey Dory hitting the board for Cifuentes. For the TM Energize. Second Rigid Band in the hand as well. We do have the Arven though. It's be a rescue board, and I can't believe I can't imagine the rescue board is like the top thing we're looking for here. But it's not like we can get anything item related, so it's likely going to be, and probably a swing into the Badoo, I can only imagine, right? Unless we're trying to play patient here, which I guess we could do. We do have the Energize, so we might actually be using TM Energize again. We're not really in a hurry, staring down this Badoo. Yeah, it is going to be another use of TM Energize here. Getting another 2 energy, probably going to... And we will also have all of our Monkey Dories loaded up with Dark Energies to basically just like invalidate this Dragapult, right? The 1 Monkey Dory on Eder's board is just not going to be enough as far as handling that is concerned. So, very, very strong board state here for Blissey, but we'll see what kind of counterplay Eder can come up with. And reminder, I did not choose this stream game. Just FYI. But in the words of someone who I will not mention, it is likely in the tournament's best interest that we put Eder on stream. As far as the integrity of the tournament is concerned. That's the way I will word that. Alright, we do see him, however, ready to attack with this Dragapult into a Blissey. Now, I haven't really done the math as far as Monkey Dory, Dragapult, and Blissey is concerned, but I don't think triple Monkey Dory is going to put this Blissey out of range of dying to Dragapult next turn. So with that in mind, we have to probably think a bit carefully about how we want to handle our damage here as Cifuentes. Sympathy Gear for the Iono seems fine. Probably not our top pick here, but it's none of the worst thing. We're going to have a Trolley. We're going to have a pink Nest Ball here. Trolley for 1. Looks like our 4th Monkey Dory hitting the board. Now all of a sudden the math might be mathing, because we're going to heal 120 from our Blissey. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Blissey has 300 HP. So we heal 120 from the Blissey, has 100 HP left, and then we attach a Rigid Band, and then we are now officially out of Dragapult range. Now, this is assuming we can use all of our Monkey Dories, which I believe should be possible. But I am not 100% certain it is confirmed. We do need the energy to the active. Yep, there's our second Blissey, and I think that gets us there. Well, no, we still need another energy. We need one more energy. That's a Night Stretcher. Do we have an energy? We have a Psychic. All right, there we go. Yep. So we're gonna see some Monkey Dory shenanigans here. A lot of damage about to be removed from this Blissey. Eder seems insistent that that's where the damage is going. Because of course he is. We're going to see a Blissey effect now to move another 30. In all likelihood to finish off the Dracloak. Yep, that is what we will see. Let me take a prize. We have one Monkey Dory paying left that we can now use with our Blissey to put 30 damage on, well, what? So I believe what might have been a better play was actually to put all 120 onto the Monkey Dory. I think he realized that, but then Eder was like, no, you already put the 60 on the Dracloak, but that's fine. It is what it is. The damage was placed there after all. But we are going to commit it to the active, which I do think makes sense. At least it makes more sense than putting it on the bench. Yeah, to guarantee that our Dragapult does kind of stay in range. Well, maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm trolling. Well, wait. Alright, so we're doing what? 180 with Blissey? We'll see, yeah, 180 with Blissey, so we're going to be 220. So we're going to have 20 left. We heal the damage then. Alright, so even with 4 Monkey Dories next turn, we are not going to be able to kill the Dragapult with just Monkey Dory, assuming that Eder does use the Monkey Dory effect, right? Now, Monkey Dory ability into Blissey EX should make sure that this active Blissey does die. But we'll see. Can I have you take over holding for a second? I'm gonna go grab my prize packs while I can. Can you do that? Yeah, appreciate it. All right, have someone take over for a second. Just hold it, however. Yeah. Feel free to commentate if you want. You hold this shit. No, I gotta go in my box.
Hey, Chad, I'm just taking over for Sticks. He went to go grab his prize and I don't really know how he was commentating or anything like that. I'm just the guy. Thanks for all the follows and the likes, guys. I'm sure Christian will appreciate it when he gets back here. Let me bring it closer to you. Maybe this is better. Arms are a bit tired. Appreciate all the followers, guys. Sick. Christian, man.
Throw this in my bag.
Probably gonna move. I'm pretty sure my spot's empty.
Oh, did it? Okay, great. Is there a backpack on the chair? All right.
I'll pick it up.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man. All right, we're back. I still cannot see chat. Now, I don't actually know what's happened in this game so far because I have not been here, but I see Blissey the active with not nearly enough HP for Eder to be in a good spot, and no Dragapult in play. Now, I'm no expert, but last time I checked, not having a Dragapult in play is not good. Prize is 3-2, I believe. See a fire energy attached to the Monkey Dory. Okay, it might be some mind bend shenanigans. I mean, if that's the play, right? The out of the three, only one Dark on this Monkey and only one Blissey in play, so we're actually not getting full value out of our Monkeys here. So this Mind Bend could cause some problems. Poffin's likely just going to be for a Dreepy. Try to establish another Dracloak. Likely only going to need one more Dragapult in play, but nope. Opts to not take the Dreepy here. Sure. This Rigid Band, I believe, is going to make it so that the Monkey Dory does 30 damage. But it's going to be 30 damage as enough. We also take account for this confusion that's about to come in here. So that'll be interesting. And then we immediately top deck switch, so it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. No confusion here. Dark, perfect. So double Monkey onto the Dracloak, and then yep, we're gonna see one moved to then finish off the Dracloak. Is chat frozen?
For you, everyone else in the chat.
Yeah, I know it's frozen for me. Yeah. Just if anyone says anything like about the like technical difficulties, just let me know. Yeah.
Or it's telling you to get a tripod.
I don't have one. I would kill for a tripod right now. You have no idea. My arms are not going to be liking this. Oh boy. Alright. But regardless of that, yeah, we established our second Blissey here, or third of the game, I guess. Which means we get to use another Adrenabrain. And I mean, this has to just be chalked, surely. I mean, how are you ever getting back into this game as Eder? I really don't see it. Blood Moon basically does absolutely nothing in this situation. It's the only actual comeback line that would exist, but yeah, this seems pretty chalked. All right, I'm gonna like lean in here. I think this is probably the best way for me to hold this without destroying my arms. Should probably put my passport back in my my backpack as well. Hold up, trying to multitask. Terrible idea. I think this game is chalked though. I don't know what line we possibly have here as Eder. Yeah. There's an Artisan, but I mean, no amount of counter catcher but do whatever shenanigans is gonna bail us out of a board with double Blissey, right? So this game should, by all means, just be going to Cifuentes. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Most likely I am not, but hey, I do what I can. Yeah, just going to confirm the energy, and we are going to be moving on to game number 2 here in top 8. Oh, is it? Oh, that's funny. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is where I was holding that. Okay, cool. I am under the water. Oh, boy. I've never streamed on my phone before, but it is working. It is working. It's scuffed, but you know what? Scuffed stream better than no stream, am I right, chat? Alright, I'm going to try to see if I can recruit someone to tell me what's going on in the other tables. I don't think any of the games have finished. I appreciate it. Who won game 1? Blissey won game 1. Blissey won game 1. Hold up. Oh, got chat. Yo, I can read chat now. That's crazy. Not on my phone, though. Will What if I activate Danish mode? No redeems, guys. Please, no redeems. Do not. I will not be, they're just not valid today. I do believe we are waiting on the ASIM game, yes. Alright, I'm putting chat away to focus on commentary for now. Ultra Ball. Yep, we're likely going to have to commit to this Ultra Ball to not lose. But dude, that was on the mic as well. Hold up. There we go. I didn't even know until today what part of my phone was the microphone. I know that now. Alright. Ultra Ball for Blissey is going to at least let us establish something here. Early game in this matchup does seem kind of scuffed, though, as Blissey. We have a Research in hand. I believe it's a Blissey and a TM Energized, so that's a really good hand, all things considered. Obviously, we'd love to have Trolley, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. It's going to be an Arvin here for Eder. I saw someone redeem Hydrate. Guys, the redeems are they're not valid today. I promise I'll say Hydrate regardless of the stream, though. Promise. Alright, it's going to be Rescue Board and Poffin. Makes sense to me. And yeah, just going to be Dreepy Badu. Do we have a hand attachment for turn as Eder? I think that's the big question here. Don't think I saw anything in his hand, so we might not have any. Yeah. I do not see any energy in Eder's hand, but we do have a Monkey Dory, so that's something, I guess. Charm to the Badu. And just going to be an Itchy Pollen for 10. All right. I see a Blissey, I see a TM Energize, and I see a Research. Oh, wait, another Blissey. Bit of a dead top deck there, but that's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. We should have enough Night Treacherous to not worry about that. There's a Monkey Dory and a Dark Energy. Yep. Another Dark, Iono, Trolley, Pokegear. Yeah, just going to be the Energize being used here. Powering up the Blissey and the Monkey Dory here. I'm assuming the other energy is just going to go on the Blissey. Yeah, fighting to Blissey does make sense. And it's just going to be an Iono here for Eder, it seems. Which I think we're fine with. A Cifuentes should not be too big of a deal. Let's see what we can get here as Eder. We're looking for Dracloaks. I see exactly one. Okay, I thought 0 for a second. I got really concerned. We do have one Dracloak, which means we should hopefully find a game. We don't have energy, though, yet. So Eder definitely kind of starved for energy. If we can get an energy on this Dracloak, that would help immensely, that's for sure. I mean, Ultra Ball. I think we did find the Luminous energy, which is great. We have an Ultra Ball here for another Drac Cloak, so we're getting energy, 2 Cloaks. And our board's starting to look a bit real here now as Eder. We'll see where the energy does decide to go. It might go on the Monkey Dory instead of a Dragapult. I feel like attaching to the Drac Cloak is probably still better, especially because you are not currently really threatened as far as as far as stuff is concerned. I don't think you're worried about losing a Drac Cloak on this board. We did find a basic Psychic, which is pretty nice, but we got a Rigiband on a Blissey. Gonna retreat this Monkey Dory. Looks like we do not want to Adrenabrain this 20, at least not yet. Which to me makes sense, as that's just 20 damage that Eder is going to be able to utilize. Not 20 damage that I think is ever going to matter on this Monkey Dory. But we do got an energy. And, well, we can still Adrenabrain. Looks like we will. Just to the monkey. And in all fairness, if we do, as Eder decides to attach to the monkey this turn, then obviously we are going to be in a situation where we do not have energy on our Dragapult, right? This 2 is especially relevant because it now means that 3 Monkey Dory is enough to one-shot, or to kill, I should say, the Monkey Dory on the bench, as it has 110 HP. So we do not need the full 4 Monkey Dory now, we only need 3, which is a pretty big deal because the Monkey Dory is a very big threat as far as playing around rigid band numbers and so on. So, Fez is going to be used, Research was played, Attachment for turn was had, and what now? We got a Dragapult. Oh, should probably use Recon Directive first, Eder. That seems wise to me. All right, now we can evolve. Thank you. Without an ability marker on it, maybe. We do have Unfair Stamp. Unfair Stamp does seem pretty good here. Although, in fairness, we can just use Return as Blissey and just immediately draw more cards. But if we are trying to pray for maybe a Chansey whiff, then Stamp is likely our best option. Especially with Genesect, that's going to be a -1 out now as well. Trolley, no longer an out. Obviously, we still Arven for Nest Ball. But yeah. Anything to improve our odds of this Chansey not hitting the board. It probably is the only real line for Eder in this matchup, is to just hope that you can kind of catch Cifuentes on a board with no Blissey, or no Chansey, I should say. No Chansey or Blissey. If that happens, that's probably the only way you win the game. Otherwise, this matchup just seems incredibly terrible. Dusk Noir would be one way to help swing it, but that's not going to be enough. We did draw Trolley and Boss, so did Eder find a tool card for this Genesect? Because if Eder did find a tool card for the Genesect, then that'd be kind of crazy with the Trolley in hand here. I don't think I see it though. We might not have a tool. We still have a Drac Cloak. The Streepy did come down this turn, but there is a Drac Cloak untapped on the board, I believe. Stuff's about to go down. Let's see if we can hit it. All right. What did we get? We got a Night Stretcher. We can evolve this Drac Cloak, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, did not think we hit the tool card, so I'm fairly certain we did hit the. Fairly certain we did find the Precious Trolley off of the Stamp to 2 as Cifuentes here on the left. Do we have the Pink Nest Ball? Well, I guess Pink Puffin is for 2 cards, VIP Pass, whatever you want to call it. That looks like a pink card to me. We'll be opting to play the Arven first, it seems. Don't see an issue with that, assuming it's our only supporter. Especially if it is grabbing us an Earthen Vessel. Seems like a very good card to have right now. Lets us put more energy on this board. Lets us use more Monkey Dory. So on and so forth. So, don't really. We prize the Monkey Dory, or maybe we just think that that the 3 is gonna be enough here. Regardless, this is definitely a dangerous board if we are Eder here. So we do have all the energies we need to use all the Monkey Dories we need, which will let us knock out the benched Monkey Dory and punch the active Dragapult, which also refills our hand back up to 6. All but guaranteeing us a Chansey Blissey, for next turn. And our Blissey is now also out of... our Blissey is now out of Dragapult range as well. So we need to reestablish this Monkey Dory as Eder next turn if we want to one-shot the Blissey in the active. But wait, does that work? No, it doesn't. Because we have Rigid Band. It's still going to be out of range. So this Blissey, I believe, will not be getting knocked out. Oh, with Defiance Band? No, we're not going to have enough energy, though. We will not be having enough energy as Eder to make this work. Got an Iono. It's probably not going to do us any favors here. Attachment to the bench. That's great, but is it enough? I don't think so. There is a Night Stretcher. If we had a Luminous, we'd go use that. But we have now already committed the Fire Energy to the bench Dragapult, which means there will be no Monkey Dory shenanigans. Not that they would save Eder anymore anyway. Alright, new 4-card hand here. 6 cards for Eder. Cloak is going to find an Arven. I mean, it's fine to have for next turn, I guess. It's some extra options, but highly doubt that's going to bail us out here. We are going to be knocking out a bench to Monkey Dory, so that is something, I guess. And because it was knocked out on the bench, it will not proc EXP share. So the energy will be removed. We have 10 left. If Eder decides to put those remaining 10 damage even on the board, does not seem like he did. But yeah, at this point, for Cifuentes, we are just trying to knock out this active Dragapult, set up another Chansey, and then let that, not Chansey, sorry, set up another Dragapult, and let that Dragapult win us the game, likely by knocking out Peasantipity, if need be by knocking out a Dragapult in 2 hits. I think there's some VGC stuff going on, which is why everyone's clapping. Yeah, a similar setup for VGC here. I do not know enough about VGC to be casting that, though. Alright, gonna be a Pokegear for Professor's Research. Likely among the better things we could be seeing here. Alright, it's gonna be the Research here, yep. Cornerstone, Town Store, and something else. There's a Blissey. There is an Ultra Ball. That is likely going to be a Monkey Dory. And we might be back in business here. Triple Monkey Dory could become triple Blissey board as well. Alright, 300 Cloak, so it looks like we're going to be targeting just your Cloak here. Makes sense, remove some draw from the board. Also puts us to 1 prize card, means that we can also just target a Genesect if need be. This does make sense to me. There's an attachment to the bench. Yeah. Cifuentes here on Blissey, looking to go to 1 prize card left with a return into the Dragapult EX. And with 5 prize cards remaining as Eder, I mean, what can we do here? We can knock out the active, but there's 3 Monkeydories and a Blissey ready to respond. Even if we don't have boss next turn, this board just looks way too scuffed for Eder to ever be able to do anything. So that might be cooked. If anyone in the venue is seeing this as a tripod, by the way, you know where to find me. Please, I'm begging. Oh boy, but yeah. Let's see if Eder can pull anything off here. Did it freeze? What? As long as I can have it, yeah. Do you need it back?
Yeah, I might need it like 20, 15.
Sure, is that okay? Alright, appreciate it, man. I'm gonna have to find a new power bank soon. Although if I go in the top 4 with 100% battery, I might be fine. Try to make this shit last. Alright, it's just gonna be the knockout in onto the active, and yeah, just spreading the damage as much as you can. Mainly because as Eder right now, we actively do not want to put a bunch of damage on one Pokemon. This is obviously because if there's, say, 6 on a Blissey, we can just immediately double Monkeydory that off the board. Whereas if we do like this, we spread the damage, we put 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, then we are only able to heal a max of 40 damage as opposed to 60 damage from the board. Which is not about the healing, it is about the damage. At least in this case. Now, of course, if we do have a boss's order, it will just be game. As we will be able to move damage with the Vesentipity and then finish it off with the Blissey, or just knock out the Genesect for that matter. I don't even know if we do even play boss's orders in this deck. I'm assuming we at least have to play 1 or 2, especially with a Pokegear engine like this, but it does not seem like we have one. If we did, I'm assuming we would be slamming boss here just for game. So, it doesn't seem like we have a whole lot here. But again, that is fine. It's not like Eder can really do anything here regardless. There's draw a card? Or we just announced attack? Strange. Okay, whatever. Gonna be the CC here. Oh, did we pass? Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, so Cifuentes opts to pass the turn. So I guess we don't have the energy. But we could have moved the energy to the active if we needed to. And now... we're at 2 prize cards remaining here. Or is that not a boss in hand? Oh, did we not have energy last turn? Wait, what happened? Did we have no... But we had the 1, right? Or am I missing something? I might be missing something. I'm just going to assume that there's something I didn't realize. I find it hard to believe that we threw this game as Cifuentes here. But I guess... No, Eder had game, I think, right? Look, wait for 1 second, and then everyone starts scooping their cards up. But looks like we're gonna go to game 3. Okay. Wow. Do you need it back?
Yeah.
All right, I got you. Give me a second to turn on my my data.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I can see chat again. Oh, that's cool. I'll still be ignoring you. It is Blissey Monkeydory. I believe the only wall is the cornerstone. A big glare on that Blissey, but it is a Blissey in the active. We cannot even see it here from the venue, if it helps at all. Pheasantipity start here for Eder. Now going first. Makes sense. This does seem like a matchup where both players would love to be going second. Honestly, just two decks that would love to go second in general. We do have the Precious Trolley plus TM Energize engine here for Blissey. From here, I cannot see if any of the other top 8 games have ended yet. All right. The turn 1 Genesect, though, has been established here. So going to make this Precious Trolley a non-existent option for Cifuentes here. We are just going to opt for the second Chansey. We can still Nest Ball for a Monkey Dory if we do want to. We have an Ultra Ball in hand. That might have to just be a Blissey grab here to make sure we can draw cards next turn. Or whenever we establish a Blissey, I should say. That isn't necessarily next turn. We're going to opt to grab a Pokegear, it seems. Interesting choice. Not one I'm entirely opposed to. But it's definitely going to mean our board is going to be lacking Monkey Dories here. We have Town Store, Dark Energy, Ultra Ball in hand. Just going to leave the gear. Likely going to play it, I'd imagine, to get around the Badoo. It's going to be a Boss's Orders. Can't imagine that's the grab we were looking for. We might have to just commit to playing this boss this turn here. Not the boss, sorry. The Ultra Ball. To get us into a Blissey EX. Our last remaining source of any draw power. And it's just going to be the TM Energize. Alright, Dark on active Chansey, Dark fighting on bench Chansey. Pheasant the active as Eder, 0 energy in play. We have an Ultra Ball being played now, likely in search of some Dracloaks. But what else can we get? We're looking for energy, we're looking for outs to Badoo. It's going to be the Iono being played. Dracloak. Card has been grabbed. Can't see what it is, though. Gonna be a Nest Ball. Second Dracloak now in play. I believe one has been used for the turn. There's no ability marker on it, but it has been used. No, there is an ability marker. I am just lying. Okay. Gonna be the second recon directive here. Attach and switch into the Badoo. The switch being used at this point in the game could be relevant, although Ursaluna isn't exactly a great card in this matchup. We'll see how that plays, though. Monkey Dory hitting the bench here now. I see a bunch of energies, a Pokegear, what looks to be a Nest Ball, potentially. And what else? Chansey has an attack, apparently. I don't know what that does. We'll see. We'll see when the effect is on screen, I guess. Or we can pass. We can also just pass. It seems like that is what we are doing, and this can't be what we're looking for as Cifuentes here. Our board just completely, I mean, not set up, not in a position that's going to get us anywhere in front of this Dragapult board now. Very, very well established as Eder. Double cloak in play. And what now? Gonna be eyeing up a couple of different things here. Gonna be a Night Stretcher and a Rescue board. So I'm gonna Itchy Pollen again here. All right, Chansey gets the board. Do we have anything playable in hand? Looks like there's going to be a Psychic to the bench Chansey and a pass over once again. Third Dracloak now in play for Eder. 2 damage has been moved over to this Pheasantipede. No Monkey Dory in play as Eder, at least so far. It might become relevant. We'll see. Fair minimum means that for now these 2 damage are sticking. And that is all 3 Dracloaks used now as well. And another Itchy Pollen. Do we just not have a Dragapult here? Is that it? Because while swinging with Pult here definitely isn't the best thing. It's, can't imagine waiting for Cifuentes to set up a million Monkey Dories is a great play. There's a turn at TM Energize. We got no Chansey, Blissey, sorry, EX. It's gonna have to be okay though. We got some more Darks, some more Monkeys. Fresh hand and free recon directives though. There is no way we cannot get into a Dragapult with a Fire Energy here. I refuse to believe it. Alright, 2 Monkey Dories and 3 Chanseys now set up. 2 energies on each of the Chansey. A Monkey Dory, each Monkey Dory has a Dark. 1 energy on the active Chansey. Over to Eder now. Draws for turn. 7 card hand now. I do see a Luminous. Surely we will be able to find some out to a Dragapult EX. What are we waiting for here? Why is Eder doing nothing? No Judge Call in motion. Eder is just doing nothing, thinking. Oh, I see Brent walking around. So his game must be over. See if I can find anyone who can let me know what Brent is doing. I will likely go walk around after this game in an attempt to find out how what top 4 is looking at. You see Tyler. Should probably pay attention to the stream game though. Arvin being played now, finding Night Stretcher and Rescue Board once again after they got Iona to the bottom. Night Stretcher for Dragapult. Air is going to be the evolution. Looks like we're finally establishing a Dragapult now. We do have a Luminous. It will be attached. And where are we putting this damage? Looks like we're going to largely just spread it out. One on each, and then 2 on each Chansey. All right. Chansey into the active. This is the turn where Cifuentes has to do something. If he does not do something, this game is surely just chalked. We do have an Arvin. Where there is Arvin, there is Ultra Ball, and where there is Ultra Ball, there is Blissey EX. That's how the saying goes, right? Probably. Now, one thing I'd love to see happen here is that we leave this Badoo in play. It is not something that we need to be knocking out right away. We do not want to open up bench space for the Badoo. Brent, did you win? All right, Brent Todison's in top 4.
Just told ASIM is still going on.
I gotta wait for the ASIM as well.
Yeah, ASIM's still going on.
Great, ASIM's still going on.
Yeah, it's Caleb Rogerson. Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Let's say the distance.
Who did you beat?
Tyler Matthews.
Tyler Matthews?
I think two of those games I had to get really lucky.
That's fair, that's fair.
I've returned to Candy Guardian. I'm like, I'm safe. Up in Iona.
Oh, you're him. All right, yeah, so Brent Tonnison beats Tyler Matthews to move on to the top 4 here. And the ASIM game is still going on. Is there any other Top Cut games are over?
Still going the ASIM. And then I have to wait for the Grand Sham bus on the ASIM.
Okay, yeah. So that's going to be... So you're waiting for a while.
Yeah, it's going to be a minute.
All right. Good luck, man. I'm going back on caster duty. Oh. Excuse me for that. All right, we have now established the Blissey successfully. Was the goal for this turn. Damage is being spread a little bit here on the board now. Something we can do now that there's no bench space for the Monkey Dory. I'm assuming there's a Turo in this deck. There kind of has to be for Eder. But let's see. Eder might just not be playing Turo. That is possible. Alright, Boss Monkey Dory here. The Blissey getting to stay alive is interesting. Can't help but feel like not pressuring Blissey at all might be a bit of a mistake, but I guess it all depends on how many Monkey Dories we can get into play eventually here. 4 prize cards for Eder, 6 left for Cifuentes, but we are about to go to 4 now when we knock out this Dragapult. And we do have some Monkey Dory pings that look like they might start taking some prize cards, namely on that Badoo and that Dracloak. Eder definitely wanting to evolve that Dracloak if possible, but I don't think we have another Dragapult. Wouldn't be surprised if we are only playing the 2. And assuming that is the case, then protecting this Dracloak might be hard. Now, of course, if the active Dracloak goes down, we then have the Night Stretcher out to evolve our Dracloak that would protect it. That is worth noting. But it's going to be a Monkey Dory hitting the board and an Ultra Ball for a Chansey after the Iono. So Eder now to 4-card hand. Did draw the Unfair Stamp, though, so Unfair Stamp might go crazy here. But I do not believe we'll be able to one-shot this Blissey. Frankly, we're not even close to getting a hold of one-shotting the Blissey here. Now, where do we put this damage? I'm thinking it's going to be on... No, it's going to be on the Fez. That's going to let us put the Fez to now 100. Which does mean that with 4 Monkey Dory pings, this Fez does die if we do decide to put that last 3 damage on the Fezandipity. It means that with 5 Monkey Dory, well, the math is just strange. The math is strange. In fairness, I do not know the math for this deck on a grander scale. There's a Roaring Moon in this deck. Okay, we play that card now. Sure, there's a Roaring Moon EX in Cifuentes' hand. We have not seen that all set. I did not know we played that. I guess it makes sense if we have double Happy Switch plus all these dark energies. All right, all of a sudden some very interesting win conditions are starting to pop up here for Cifuentes. Now this Roaring Moon will likely just get unfair stamped back into the deck, but knowing it's there, it definitely makes this a lot more interesting. So it could be the Iono instead. No unfair stamp being played. Why? I might be missing something, but we definitely took a knockout on the Dragapult, so sure. I guess we're drawing less cards. You know what? I don't know. I'll let Eder figure that one out. This is great. I don't have to be as nice as the normal commentators. Of course, if I cast it for real, I would likely be a bit more polite. But regardless, we do have a Fire Energy, which is good. With another Poffin here, probably. Relatively thin deck for Eder. Probably not going to be struggling to find key targets for the rest of this game, I can't imagine. Good. Appreciate it. Alright, oh, sorry about that. Alright, I've lost my power bank. That's fine. I will find a new source of charging eventually. I'm 100% though, so it should last me a while. Alright. We're going to be knocking out this Dracloak. Going to 3 prize cards now as Cifuentes. 1 more Monkey Dory, and a boss would get us there. There's the boss on the Pheasantipede. And now there's only the Badoo in play left for Cifuentes to kill. And we can kind of do that whenever we want, frankly. Yep. I'm just going to be using return, drawing 2 cards. But the Bravery Charm on the Genesect, there is no way to fully protect this Badoo. We need Turo, another damage HP modifier, I should say. Don't think it exists. Defiance Band to the active. No way to win this turn as Eder either. Eder probably sees the writing on the wall here. 1 more Monkey Dory ping. We're going to just bench the second Badoo for shits and giggles, but that is going to be it. A reigning world champion moves on here to top 4 in the Monterrey Regional Championships. All right.